Most of it, you know,
yeah. So I noticed. And it will be gas first for both of them. So we could have a repeat of last game, potentially. And that would be really ugly again. Yeah, so far both have gone for gas into barracks. I mean, if you go if you're getting gas, you must be getting barracks next, unless you don't know what you're doing. Essentially, you need something to use that gas, so you have to start with a barracks. There's no reason why you would want to just float gas. Oh. Well, apparently Heart is actually ahead on gas, slightly. Yeah. It looks more like he's 16 or 17 ahead on minerals, because he's wavering between that 15 and 20. Neve is going to scout now, which will continue to give Heart a mineral advantage. Okay. Heart is scouting now as well. And I'm going to say that Heart is doing this largely because he just wants to know the location of his opponent, not so much that he feels that this SCV is going to get a lot of information. However, because they are both scouting counterclockwise, and Neeb is counterclockwise of Heart, Heart will, by luck, find information faster. I don't think this is quite early enough for Neeb to say to himself, oh, this SCV must have come from the bottom, so I should go diagonally. So that's going to be more annoying. Hart now knows the location of Neeb, and seeing the Marine, he will back off. He knows that it is not a Reaper, and I guess that's all he cares about right now, aside from wanting to save his SCV, of course. His own Marine is out, and his supply depot is at the ramp, so essentially there is no advantage in me putting his supply depot there, since he doesn't actually wall with it. I suppose, okay, there is one advantage. If Neeb is afraid of an in-base proxy, you cannot slip a SCV in. However, you can scout back off, build your proxy, and float them in. So, essentially, it's still useless in the TVT specifically. If this were a TVP or a TVZ, I can understand that. Proxy hatches, proxy gateways in base are a very scary and real thing. Giving up 20 minerals is not a bad idea. But in the TVT matchup, because of the floating potential of any Terran structure, save E-bays, planetary fortresses, bunkers, and supply depots, oh, and add-ons, of course, there's really no sense in doing this. That Reaper can potentially get out, but it's going to be tricky. I'm not sure if Hart is even trying to get it out. No, he loses the Reaper. I don't think he needed to. Or at least he could have tried to get it out. I don't know. It was unclear whether or not it was possible, as there were 2 Marines there, and the Reaper was already on low health. As it is, Hart has lost 100 minerals from that Reaper. Not the biggest of deals, particularly seeing as he did start the game with a mineral lead, and it continued to grow. Neeb is going to send a Banshee across, but I feel like it won't get anything done because Hart shouldn't see it coming. I think he knows it's coming because of what he saw. Okay, he sees it now. This Marine will probably not die, actually, because of the Viking being present. The Banshee has to turn around, as Cloak is not even done yet. That's painful. Yeah, Cloak is... Yeah, okay. Hart is just playing too good. He's read his opponent perfectly and attacked the Banshee before it even has Cloak. So he'll kill the Banshee before it can Cloak. And with that, I mean, there goes all of Neeb's aggressive potential. That Viking can even land and pick off the SCV that is mining or building the command center, and it will do just that. So yeah, that's definitely a nuisance for Neeb. Back at home, Hart has started his own CC, but he has not moved it to the expansion location. I think he started it back there because he didn't want to lose his SCV to a Banshee. And then by the time he killed the Banshee, it was already started, so he couldn't do anything else but continue building it. Since Neeb has built his expansion on location, he will gain back his lead will or the base timing will be will be even again by the time that it matters. But that Banshee definitely was not an losing that Banshee definitely was not fun. It's just those little things that add up over time. It looks like Hart is actually going to go for a drop now. I imagine he wants to pick up that Hellion too. And Neeb is playing greedy. He's going for a fast third. And with the... If Hart does drop, I don't know how Neeb will defend. I definitely understand why Neeb is doing this. He feels that he is behind, so unless he drops, he has no way of getting back into this. Unless he, I'm sorry, he has yet to beat Hart in this matchup. So unless he does something a little outlandish, he doesn't have a way to win this game. That's his thinking. As it is, I'm afraid that will just cost him the game. Because I don't know how he's going to survive this with so few resources. I mean, if Hart poorly executes this drop, then yes, it is possible. But I just don't see Hart doing that. The siege tanks are down. The Marines are in position to defend them. Hart is going to move, or Neeb is going to move back to defend. Okay, with defender's advantage here, this isn't hopeless for Neeb. Oh gosh, but he doesn't have a... Okay, no, he does have a Raven. If he didn't have a Raven, that would be terrible. But I mean, even if... Okay, well... yeah. Hart just took a better fight.
Gonna see you recovering from this?
I'm not sure how he's supposed to. I mean... This isn't enough to kill, necessarily. Well, okay, yeah.
Ouch.
So yeah, that's the end of that. Yeah, that's...
Just so sad. You tried so hard.
Yeah, 4-0 at the end of the day.
Ouch.
Yeah. Anyways, that concludes this cast. Next week we will be casting Scarlet versus Hart. Yeah. So this has been Finding Aiur episode 1. I'm Zenador. My co-caster for this has been Jairus Omega, as it will usually be. And we'll see you next week on Saturday, unless something comes up that I'm not thinking of.